If you're catching bunny fever this spring, look no further. The Little Loves Rabbit Rescue and Education is providing opportunities for Central Arkansans to foster or adopt a rabbit while providing education that prepares you to do so responsibly. Kaylin stopped by there today and she says she might have bunny fever now. Take a look.
Well, I'm here at Little Loves Rabbit Rescue with Kara and Caleb, the directors of this program. This is something that a lot of people are thinking about. Rabbits are on lots of people's mind with Easter and just spring coming up. Tell us about Little Loves and how you all got started.
So Little Loves, we started in November of 2023. It was from a need of more rabbit rescues in the area. We decided to kind of give it a go, and we have hit the ground running ever since. We focus on indoor rabbits. We spay and neuter, vet care, all that kind of stuff, and then adopt them out to indoor homes that give them at least a 4x4 space, but some of them even get like full run of the house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive. And who do we have here? Is it Pudge and Duchess? Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. So Pudge, we've only had him a couple days now. It was one of those somebody was giving away on Facebook. We saw them. They said he's 10 weeks old. He's 3 to 4. Should really be with the mother. So we got apply the setups for the fosters, and basically you get to have a bunny without the 8 to 10 year commitment. So you get to have a pet bunny, and then while they look for a home, and lots of people like that because that means they can kind of test out and see if a bunny's right for them before they commit to it.
Absolutely. And you mentioned earlier that there was a need for more rabbit rescues in this area. Kind of describe that need and why this serves a critical purpose to the community.
So a lot of people don't know that rabbits are the third most abandoned animal after cat and dogs. A lot of people will get them. They breed really, really fast, and a lot of people will get them because they're cute like this,
Yes.
and they get bigger. They don't spay and neuter them. They don't realize that you can actually litter box train them if they're spayed and neutered. And so they're much like a cat, but we find them given away for free. They're dumped outside. We found several that were riddled with mites, and we've had some that come in with laying in the grass that had spinal injuries. They end up in shelters a lot. Typically, a month or two after Easter, we'll start seeing them in parks and all that kind of stuff. And there's just not enough homes, and there's not enough rescues.
And as people start to think about gifting rabbits for Easter, obviously it comes with a huge responsibility, like you mentioned. And I know there are some things that they need to think about. What are some things you should keep in mind before making that commitment?
One of the big things is I know a lot of people don't realize that they're not meant to be outside. We've domesticated them. They are susceptible to predators, parasites, sicknesses. The weather we have here is really extreme, and they need more space. Typically you see them in sort of like a hamster cage setup, and they need a lot of space. So like we have some of them, and they've got 16 square feet. Some of them end up in full house of a run, and they do need exotic vet care. So you can't just take them to a regular vet. So sometimes it's harder to get that done, but they need just as much vet care as a dog or a cat.
Well, for people that are ready to make that responsible commitment and adopt a bunny, how can they go about adopting through you guys?
So all of the applications are on our website. You can find us on Facebook, our website. We're on Instagram as well. They can contact us, fill that application out, and then we will go through the steps with them. We have a partner rescue called Dolly's Dream Home that hosts an online free education course, and that's part of our adoption process, just to make sure they really know what is expected of having a bunny. And then we help them set their setup up, and then they come and pick a bunny out.
Absolutely. I love that y'all provide all of those resources for people to help make that transition smooth. Caleb, is there anything else you would like to add today?
I would just say do your research and really know what you're getting yourself into before you get a rabbit. It can be a lot sometimes.
Absolutely. So important. Well, thank you both so much for joining us. And Pudge and Duchess, thank you for joining us too.
How cute. Well, the world's most famous mouse is here in Central Arkansas this weekend. We'll preview what he's doing and much more when we come back.